Do you ever become aware of a self-judgment and then get down on yourself because you believe that it's really true? These are some of the most painful moments that a person can have on the journey of self-realization. My friend said I was mean. It's true. I am a mean person. My daughter told me I was a self-centered workaholic. She's right. All I think about is myself. I'm a self-centered bastard. I can't believe I just did that. I'm so stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid me. The suffering comes from believing that you literally are the judgment. This is what is known as forming an attachment to a particular label as your identity. The way out of the pain is to begin to detach, to separate yourself from whatever label you've glommed onto. To help dissociate from identifying with particular judgments, you can use the words thinking, feeling, and acting in the place of being words. You can begin to do this in your own thought stream as you neutrally observe your own thoughts. The next time you catch yourself thinking something like, I am so mean, you can amend that thought with, I felt mean there for a minute, and I know that I'm not my feeling. Or I acted meanly, and I know that I'm not my behavior. This will immediately help you to separate from the feeling of self-judgment and will allow you to quickly move into letting that judgment go. I forgive myself for judging myself as mean. That was just a feeling. I'm really a loving being, and I'm connected to the source of infinite caring, infinite compassion. I'm a kind, caring, compassionate being, and so forth. When forgiving self-judgment, the key to releasing it is to simply acknowledge that the judgment was just a temporary feeling, not who you really are. Who you really are is a soul in a body having a human experience, and you've always been loving on the being level. Now, throughout this entire blog, you've probably heard me repeatedly say that it doesn't matter how you say something, that it's your intention that matters, and that the words you choose are not so important. There's usually an exception to everything, and here I will say that the language that you use when clearing your judgments makes a difference. It's important to avoid using being words when making a declaration of self-forgiveness, because on the being level, your essence is pure love. You are not your judgmental thought or word. Let me give a specific example of what I mean by this. If the judgment is stupid, do your best to avoid saying a being statement such as this: I forgive myself for being stupid. Because on the being level, you are not stupid. Avoid using any tense of being words, such as I forgive myself for having been stupid, or I forgive myself for the times I was stupid in the past. You have never been, nor will you ever be, stupid on the being level. Nor have you ever been, or will you ever be, any other judgment that you may have identified yourself with in your lifetime. The way you word your self-forgiveness statement is important when clearing the judgment, because when you use any form of being word in a forgiveness statement, what you're essentially doing is validating that judgment as true. If you take out the being word, an effective self-forgiveness statement would sound like, I forgive myself for judging myself as stupid. Specifically, I recommend that you use the word as followed by the judgment or the labeling word. And then you would state your truth. Here you can feel free to use the I am languaging freely. The words I am are powerful, identifying, co-creative words that create your reality in every given moment. So I encourage you to begin to only use them in positive, empowering, and self-supportive statements. Use being words freely when you update your new beliefs or state your truth, claiming things like, I am connected to my source of infinite intelligence. I am the loving. I am the joy, etc. Are there any judgmental labels that you've attached to as a part of your identity? These would be judgments that you've believed that you are, such as, I am stupid or I am selfish. Take a moment to reflect upon any judgments you've closely identified with up until now. The truth is that you are not any judgmental labels, no matter how long you've spent convincing yourself that you are that thing. Your essence is loving. And at the being level, you are already free. It's just a matter of remembering that. Say, I now know that I'm not any judgmental labels I may have taken on in the past. I am a loving being. Action step. Begin to detach yourself from self-judgments by inserting thinking, feeling, and acting words in the place of being words. Reserve the use of being words to describe your essential self, your divine, loving nature on the being level. Declaration. I now know that I am separate from any judgmental labels I may have identified with in the past. I am a divine, loving being. And breathe that in. Many blessings of joy and vibrant freedom.